Hey! Yeah, so I'm dating someone. I'm in a new relationship. Yeah, it's going really well. I met her on a dating app. That's why I'm here. And the thing is, it's not even just a dating app. I met this girl on OkCupid. You know, the thing that all the dating apps get together and make fun of. That's where I met her. And this is a little bit embarrassing to say as someone in my 30s, but this is actually the first relationship I'm in, the first person I've gone on a date with who isn't clearly a bad idea from the get-go. This is very confusing for me. It is very weird. Uh, it's, I don't know if it's new glasses, but there are no red flags. I Now I usually see them in hindsight, but I've gotten good at spotting them after passing so many. Uh, and it's like this, like she's gonna meet my parents, and she is the first person I've dated who I can say that about because she is the first person I've dated who isn't wearing a figurative "your child makes bad decisions" sign around her neck. Uh, but it took me a while to get here. I went on so many bad dates. I was in some uh, poor decision relationships. And I'm not even just talking about toxicity, like the girl I went on 3 dates with, who then said, just so you know, I do have a boyfriend, but he doesn't need to know about you. And as a newly out trans person who didn't want to be alone, made the very responsible decision of going on 4 more dates. Okay, and I'm not even just talking about codependency, like my previous relationship. Here's the thing, he was fine. He was a great guy, but he was boring, and he was not for me. But we stayed together for 6 months because, again, I didn't want to be alone. And sometimes it was just being an idiot. Like the time I went out with this beautiful non-binary person. We had a great dinner, and then they said, "Hey, you want to get ice cream?" And I, as someone who can't eat dairy, said, "Sure," and went and had ice cream. So I've made bad decisions, I've been on bad dates, but there is one that really sticks out, and I think this one is definitely it sticks out as to like why I started being better to myself. So I met this woman on OkCupid too, and this was the old OkCupid, where it wasn't as inclusive. There weren't as many labels you could put on your profile. But the thing is, I'd also already met this woman. She had met me a few times, and she had hit on me immediately. I'm like, "Hey, you are totally my type." And I had just stopped being a secret girlfriend, so I said, "I am not dating right now." And she took that, but then found me on OkCupid and messaged me relentlessly. She pursued me. And this was the first time that I felt desired. Okay, I was a 25-year-old trans woman. And, this person was treating me like I was attractive. And I needed to feel that from someone. So we went on this date. And then after, I gotta say, it was a wonderful time for 5 minutes, okay? Until she, and I don't know where this came from. It was just apropos of nothing. No conversations led up to this. She, to me, trans woman, says, "So what's the deal with trans people?" So she goes from this beautiful queer woman to like turfy Seinfeld, like real quick. And I'm sitting there, and in my head, I'm like, well, apparently you, but I don't want to say that because I don't want to die. And the thing is, now this is the old OkCupid. I didn't have trans, feminine, genderqueer, whatever I am on my profile, but there is that section where it's like, hey, what should people who want to date you know about you? And it was there. It was there a couple times. Here's your proof. Nobody reads that. So I have to really think, and I'm like, do I say, you're dating a trans person? No, I can't do that. Do I say, fuck you, I'm trans and I'm leaving? No, I can't do that. So it dawns on me, and in a moment of just, necessity, I look at my phone, I look at her, I look at my phone, and I'm like, oh my God, a friend is in the emergency room. I need to go now. And the thing is, like, I'm really, really, I'm glad we hadn't gotten food yet, but I also wish we had gotten food so that, like, she could pay for it. But, like, we hadn't gotten food yet. So I left. I'm like, oh, no, you don't need to drive me. Oh, we'll talk. No, I'll get a Lyft. It's okay. I don't know if Lyft was a thing then. Whatever. So I left, and I never saw this woman again. I never went back to the place I'd met her. And I wish I could say that I never made bad dating decisions, but then I dated a guy for 6 months because I didn't want to be alone. But now I'm here, and I don't know where this relationship is going to go, but there's mutual respect. And besides that, I'm in this relationship where I'm also treating myself with care and respect and love. And I don't think she's a TERF. She's trans, so that would be really weird. And if she ever asks if I want ice cream, I'm going to say no. That will kill me.